Hey friends, welcome back to Simply a Better You. Today I thought I would share with you my first Azure Standard order. So we moved from Florida up to Kentucky, and the Azure pickup is actually a lot closer to my house here, as well as, you know, the convenience of the pickup time and where it is. Before in Florida, the pickup time was always rescheduled, and it was always scheduled at the exact same time I was picking my kids up from school, so I could never take advantage of doing a pickup unless I wanted to pay to have it shipped to my house. So we finally were able to do it, met a great group of people, and we look forward to doing future pickups. So I thought I would just share with you what I got, what we're kind of starting out with. We are still trying to figure out really where we're going to store everything. We are still working on the cellar and kind of drying it out. It still gets very wet when it rains. We have a lot of rain coming this week. It's going to rain for about 4 to 5 days. So I am going to go ahead and put this stuff that I have in bulk into large food grade plastic containers, and it's going to get probably stored in this room that I'm standing in. This is currently our dining room. Eventually we're going to switch this, and this is going to be our living room. That's for a future video. I'm keep moving stuff around as we're getting settled in. So I thought I would share with you, my experience and what we got. We have a wonderful drop-off coordinator, and this spot is very spacious, so it was easy to get our truck in there for the big delivery truck to happen and everybody to park. Everybody was very friendly. The coordinator kind of went over everything with me, which, really sets your mind at ease as far as like, what am I supposed to do when all this stuff is just kind of brought to the front of the truck. But it went over really well. We had people call off names, and you just kind of grab your stuff. For those that aren't there, we make piles for them. And I don't know if the coordinator hangs on to that stuff or if she leaves it set until they're able to get there. We had a lot of delays today with people showing up. So the truck driver was very friendly and very helpful. So it went really fast. Our pickup time was 10:45. He was very prompt right there, and it took us about 20 minutes to get everything unloaded with the amount of people we had there. It was about 15, and there you have it. So what I started off with my first order is that I ordered things that I know that I use, and I use in large quantities, and then these items will obviously grow as time goes on. I was also very curious about their produce, and so I got some onions. But over here I have 3 cases of coconut milk. There's 12 to a case. This I was thrilled with, and I will definitely order more. This is significantly cheaper than Thrive Market, then getting it at the grocery store, then ordering it off of VitaCost, ordering it off of Amazon. This was significantly cheaper to get my coconut milk and coconut cream without the guar gum. That cannot be in it. It upsets my stomach. So this is, fabulous. These are just a little over $17 for 12. That's impressive. I picked up some organic cashews because we're doing our no-bake protein balls, and I went ahead and got some onion powder. We go through a lot of seasoning, so I'm gonna see how this does, and if I like it, then I'll start ordering it in bulk and just dumping it into the containers that I already have. Everybody raves about Redmond salt. I have never tried it, so I got a small package of it. This, I believe, was 26 ounces. Yes, 26 ounces. I've always used pink Himalayan salt. So if this works for us, then we will probably switch over and buy in much larger quantities. I got a 25-pound bag of all-purpose unbleached organic flour. 25-pound bag of organic rice, and a 25-pound bag of organic cane sugar. So I know that we'll use this, especially with all the baking that is coming up. I almost think that this 25-pound bag of flour is not going to last us till December, so I'm going to order another one come next month. In here, I also got this is 3 pounds of berry wildflower honey. We needed honey. This was cheaper to order through Azure than it was to get at my local grocery store. And I have not found a local close by honey person yet. I'm still looking. I got, this is my mom find. So I use a lot of balsamic vinegar. I don't buy my dressing anymore with all the extra stuff that they put in there that doesn't like my body. I use balsamic vinegar and avocado oil, or balsamic vinegar and extra virgin olive oil and seasonings, and I make my own salad dressing. So I go through, really with all the cooking I do, an obscene amount of vinegar. I buy all my vinegars in gallon containers, but I couldn't find a good balsamic vinegar. We're gonna try this, and I'm hoping that this is pretty decent, you know, just for your everyday use. This isn't the fancy stuff. You know, it's obviously nothing that I'm getting imported from Italy or Spain or anything like that. But everything's a little wet. It rained while we were out there, so things are a little wet. 10-pound bags of, these are sweet onions. And then I got, this is a 24-count case of 6-ounce tomato paste. And we also picked up some of my Ticino coffee. So I've been kind of going back and forth on where to get this. If I get it from Ticino, their actual site, I have to spend so much money to get free shipping. And it was actually cheaper to get it through Azure Standard. So I got a few things. These aren't, you know, the larger quantities that I want, as far as, you know, ordering my teas and such, but this will tide me over for now until I can get my next order in. So I've got my mushroom coffee, all chicory root coffee. I absolutely love that. So I am definitely looking forward to ordering more next month. Also, on your first order, they're gonna, I mean, I would assume they do this with everybody, but I'm a new customer. It was my first order, and they gave me 15% off my first order. That saved me a significant amount of money. It basically paid the shipping cost of this, which was $25. And I think I got $37 off my order this time. So they send you a little flyer. This says thank you for joining a drop location. And then, of course, they sent me a little magazine that has tons of information in here, and I love information. So it has the company's core values in it. It has some instructions. It has recipes in the front of it. It has things that they have available for sale, which we might switch over and start ordering our nut butter through them. I just need to read through and see what's actually in it. So what I love about Azure, and that, you know, I've been reading and researching to see if this is really going to be worth it. Is this going to be worth, you know, me making this commitment to order these things in such large quantity? Because this is an investment. You are going to have to put in more money to purchase large bulk items to last you over a longer period of time. So when you place that first order, there might be a little bit of sticker shock in there. You know, you order a few things and you see the total of $329 come up, and we're all kind of pinching pennies right now with the way grocery prices are rising. So this will last me about 3 months, not the onions. These will be gone by next month. We'll tear through those. But the rest of this will last me for a good period of time. This is going to last a while. The coconut milk, same thing. I can usually do about 2 to 3 cups of tea with using my coconut milk, or if I'm going to be baking, so that will last. But looking at that first initial order, and it might be a shock. So when you do this, when you're ready to commit to this and make this step, start small. You know, set your budget, set the amount that you want to spend, and stick with that. When you can see what you can get for that amount of money and how long it's going to last, then you will be ready to either commit to this long term or just say, you know what, this isn't going to work for us. I had to get to that point. That's why when you go into this whole, I'm now going to purchase everything organic and change my lifestyle and clean my eating habits up, it takes time. If you jump headfirst into this and just say, okay, that's it, everything's organic, clean out the fridge, throw all this stuff away, you are going to quite literally just hemorrhage money. And you'll find that it is very defeating and very just not possible. So I always encourage everybody, and I'm going to link a few of the videos that I've done about affording organic food, how to afford organic food. And I always encourage people, jump into this with an open mind and take baby steps. This is a process that takes some time. I have been doing this for well over 4 years at this point, and this takes time. You just don't want to go to the grocery store and say, I'm buying everything organic. There's a lot of things you don't have to buy organic. There's a lot of things that you can change that doesn't need to be organic. There's just things you need to just cut out of your diet and find the alternative, such as when you're not drinking your milk that you bring, when you're not drinking milk that you bought from the store, I've substituted it with coconut milk. Now, yes, we still buy milk, but we buy milk from the farmer up the road, which is significantly cheaper than me buying organic milk from the store. It's how you look at it, how you want to eat, how you want your family to eat. You get to make those choices. Nobody else gets to make those choices for you. You get to make those choices. And if you are in a position where you can buy everything organic, and it is a little more expensive, and spend that kind of money, that's wonderful. That's a blessing upon your life. Those of us that are still buying, you know, the conventional food, we've had to ease ourselves into this. You know, when my doctor looked at me and told me, you're done with conventional food, you need to buy all organic food and eat as clean as possible. And I went to the grocery store and bought my first 2 bags of organic vegetables. I was like, $57 of what? This is going to last me a week. $57 to juice 3 times and, you know, produce to last me a week. I had to start learning how to shop responsibly, how to, you know, shop and source things in larger quantities so that I could get the price discount. But we'll go over that and some of my other videos that I am linking below. So guys, if you are at that step in the journey that you are ready to make the switch over to purchasing in bulk outside of Sam's Club and Costco's, and you want to gear things a little bit more towards the organic and, you know, responsibly sourced items, Azure is the way to go. So yeah, I wanted to share this with you guys today. I'm excited that I've taken this step and started this new journey, and at least once a month you guys will get an Azure Standard update of what I am purchasing and what we're using for that month. Also, if you're an Azure Standard user, comment below on what you get. How do you like it? Is it something that's working from you? And if you have any suggestions on other things that I can order that could possibly benefit my family, please comment them down below. Thank you so much for joining me on my journey today, and I bless you on yours.